Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. So this is really opening up my mind because I didn't think before like, okay, I'm working on someone's mind. I'm working on their hearts. I'm working on capturing them, gaining them. I'm working on getting their soul, so to speak. It sounds kind of weird. It sounds kind of spiritual, but think of it that way because people are souls, and you can use power for good or you can use it for bad. It's your choice. I choose to use it for good. So you make that choice. And even when I say victim, I don't mean like I'm like hurting them, okay? It's just a word that's used. It's your target, the person that you've selected to run your power on, to run your game on, to seduce. So, coercion creates reaction that will eventually work against you. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. I don't even know what coercion means. I think it means like maybe kind of bribing or like pushing your ideas, like using force to get someone to do what you want to do. You don't want to do that because it will eventually work against you. People will start to hate you, okay? So you don't want to force your will on people. You want to seduce them. You want to make it seem like this is good for you. Come with me. This is good for you. You're going to have fun because of my ideas, because of the path that I'm taking you on. You must seduce. I don't know why I keep lisping like that. It's so weird. You must seduce others. I think it's because I've been getting hit so much because I'm an MMA fighter. You must seduce others into wanting to move in your direction. So attract them, seduce them to come to you, get them to come to you by seduction. Whatever it is you need to do. You can use physical lures, spiritual lures, whatever you need to do to get them to come to you, get them to come to you in a nice, pleasant way, okay? Soften resistance by working on their emotions. You can play on, play on what they fear and what they hold dear, okay? So find out what they fear. Maybe you can be like, oh yeah, you don't want to go with them. You should stay with me because it's safer. You already know that they like spiders. Like if the person fears spiders, like, oh, they like spiders, they have tarantulas, like, come with me, no spiders here ever, super safe. That's just like a silly example, but that gives you an example of how to play on the fear and what they hold dear. So it could be that they love gold shirts, but okay, yeah, I have like 10 gold shirts, come with me and I'll give you all of them. So something simple as that. Find out what they hold dear, what they love, what they like, and promise it to them. Give it to them. So if you ignore people's hearts, what they feel, their emotions, and their minds, what they think, people will hate you. Okay. So if you just, let's say, ignore and like impose your will, like, no, you're gonna come with me. Like, doesn't even matter what you think. Come here. We're gonna do this. Doesn't even matter. People are gonna resent you and hate you. Okay. That happens when you use too strong of power. Like, you got to use this soft power. Using the soft power is more of a seduction, okay, more feminine, and you'll get people to like you. Both will can get people to follow you, but if you seduce them, if you bring them in with soft power, control them with soft power and pleasantries, it's going to be a lot better than controlling them with anger or fear. At all times, you must attend to those around you, gauging their psychology, so like what they think and how they think, tailoring your words to what you know will seduce them, okay? Seduce and entice. So you gotta think and you gotta know like keywords. What kind of keyword do I need to say to this person? Maybe it's money, maybe it's love, maybe it's a fun time. What keywords do they like to hear? What keywords are going to entice them and get them to imagine a beautiful scenario in their head, a beautiful future experience? Because we've talked about power. It's you have more power when you're able to control future events, okay? So hey, come with me, like this experience is going to be very beautiful. It's going to be very fun. Whatever keywords you need to use, you have to tailor it to the person that you're dealing with. And I say keywords because, like, keywords is a trending word. Google keywords, YouTube keywords. Those keywords, they unlock. So, doing this requires energy and art. You have to have energy first. Everything we do, we have to have the energy to do it. And then the art is is learning like when to go here, when to go there, mastering the art of timing like we talked about in a previous law. So the higher you are, the more power you have, the more in tune to those you need to be below you. So they give you your power base. If you have, let's say you're a leader of a company and you have a bunch of people under you, you need to be in tune with how they're feeling, what's bugging them, what makes them happy, so that you can give them what they want and take away what they don't want. That way you can keep your power, okay? You can keep your power over them and help them out by being in tune with them, listening to them, seeing how they feel, and knowing how they feel, and helping them out. Work on the masses, not leaders. So, in the 48 Laws of Power, it talks about how people have rised up by influencing the masses, the common people, not influencing leaders, because it won't work as good. They have their own power. They have their own thing. They know what they're doing. You need to work on the masses, the common person. Work on them, promise them the world, give them what they want, and they will follow you, and you can create your own crowd. So work on the masses, not leaders. It will work a lot better for you. Push people to despair and then give them relief. If they expect pain, give them pleasure. Okay, so despair, it's kind of like what's going on with this whole coronavirus right now. Hey, you can't have any of this, you can't have any of this, you can't work, nothing. Oh, now here's a check. Bam. So they're despair. They're like, oh, what are we going to do? And then the government gives, us a check, and then we're like, oh, wow, thank you. You're basically like our God, so to speak, okay? So that's a strategy that's used in the mass media. That's a strategy that's used by a lot of people. It's a strategy that you can use, too, to gain power and gain control. Look for that strategy around. You see maybe in the media, you see what's going on in the world. Look for that strategy and be like, oh, this is the strategy they're using. Knowing all these laws allows you to see how people higher up operate. Surround yourself by people who have absolutely no reason to help you unless it is in their best interest to do so, because they're going to be more loyal, okay? If all these people around you are thinking, I'm going to help him because it's in my best interest to help him, they're going to be a lot more loyal than someone that's like, well, I don't care about you. Like, why should I help you? You want people that not even so much care about you, but if they do something for you, it's going to be good for them. It's like, oh, if they work for you, you're going to give them $50K. You're going to give them $100K. You're going to give them $1 million. Okay, it's in their best interest to follow you and do what you say. Remember, the key to persuasion is softening people up and breaking them down gently. So softening up, giving gifts, giving compliments, softening them. Hey, getting them relaxed. Then you're breaking them down gently, breaking down those walls. Once you break down all their walls, the walls that they put up to keep you away from them, once you break them all down, you're going to be in there, you're going to be like this, okay? And we're going to talk about, mirroring people soon. I think it's, in the next law. Once you become them, once you become one, you can do what you want. Seduce with a two-step approach. Work on their emotions and play their intellectual weakness. So we talked about this before. Making them happy, making them feel sad, making them feel some type of way, feeling emotions, asking them about their emotions, getting them to feel these emotions, getting them to attach you to certain emotions and the people you don't want them with to certain emotions. And then their intellectual weakness, so a way in their thinking. Maybe they feel like they're dumb in this certain area. Play on that, okay? It could be giving them a compliment. It could be saying, oh yeah, you're not that smart in this area, but let me show you this, okay? For only $27, like, I'll take care of that problem. Something like that. That will be a way to sell somebody something. So that's that two-step process. Work on their emotions and play on their intellectual weakness. Secure minds quickly by demonstrating as simply as possible how an action will benefit them. So, if securing their minds, seducing their minds, taking their minds, basically you tell them, hey, I want you to do this because it's going to help you do this because of this. That's basically like a Mad Libs that you can fill in, okay? I want you to do this because it will help you do this because of this, this, and this, okay? You got them. Take that. It's worth like $1 million. Thank me later. You owe me $1 million now. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, get notified, message me. Self-interest is the strongest motive of all. So always appeal to self-interest. So this can be used like in conversational tricks. Someone asks you how you're doing. You're like, oh, I'm doing great. How are you? Oh, I'm doing great day. Oh, what makes your day so great? Are you having fun here? At work or like here at the park, you having fun? Self-interest. Oh, yeah. Do you like that? Or like, what do you like? What's your favorite thing to do? Okay. Oh, you really like to play baseball? Awesome. Yeah, baseball's cool. Do you play professionally? Okay, I'm not gonna get into any deeper into the conversation, but that's what you need to do. Find their self-interest. Play on it. Get them motivated. Get them feeling good. Find that self-interest. The wider your support base, the stronger you are. So the more followers you have, the more people supporting you, the bigger your army, so to speak, the more power you have. You got more people under you. The president's powerful. He has people under him, okay? Just is what it is. The army's powerful. The generals at top, the president, they have people under them. Bigger the army, the more powerful. The more, the more weapons, too, because weapons are under each soldier, each individual. That makes them powerful, too, because they have a machinery, a weaponry under them, which is their base. It doesn't necessarily always have to be people. So never force your way in. Find the keyhole that opens people up. Don't try to force your way in. We have psychological walls. Everyone has psychological walls. Instead of trying to break those walls down with argument, find the little self-interest, find the little keyhole that gets you in with them, okay? So it's their self-interest. You find their self-interest. Let's say you're trying to borrow money from someone. Maybe you don't come through try to knock down the wall of, hey, I'm here to borrow money because I know you're a banker. Maybe you go in through the keyhole, which is like, hey, I know you like to play tennis. Let's go play tennis. And then you start chatting, you're like, hey, I have this great investment idea, I just need $50K. It's been pretty hard to find it, but I have this presentation and everything. Yeah, I showed 6 people and they already love it, okay? So find that keyhole, be slick with it, get in through that hole. And the reversal on this law, I'm going to say it in a minute. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share this video, get notified. The reversal, there is no possible reversal to this law. So, Law 43, make sure you're following it. Work on the hearts and minds of your targets.